The milk has arrived. Miss Lancaster sends her regards.
I hate Mrs. Lancaster. She's so grumpy all the time.
Well, that may be, Amanda, but she's very kind to share her milk with us.
Why don't we just get our own cow?
Because it costs too much, darling.
That's why Daddy's getting a new job, so he can afford new things.
We'll have to pay for our old things first. The debt collector is losing his patience.
Can I buy a new dress?
We'll see. You and Johnny both need new school books first.
Oh, I better get to the station. Don't want to miss my train.
Oh, don't go, Daddy.
I promise that you're right every day.
Oh, I can't promise that. Every week we'll have to do.
But I'll miss you so much.
What are we going to do without you?
You'll have your mummy and your big sister to look after you. You ready, Lauren?
Yes. Just let me grab my umbrella. It's going to storm later.
Lauren, dear, how could you possibly know that? The sky's beautifully clear.
I can sense it.
You're sensing things again, are you?
I never stopped.
All right, fetch your umbrella. I've been thinking about her sensing things, Rupert. At first I thought it was silly, but what if it's a gift? My sister Sally used to get all nervy on the mornings of all sorts of catastrophes. What if she has the same gift?
Sally's in prison. I'm fairly sure she caused the catastrophes. That's why she was always so nervous.
Oh well, at least Lauren keeps out of trouble.
Got it.
Well, we'll be off. Bye, Johnny. Bye, Amanda. I'll write every Friday.
You better.
You could get a job at a shop instead. Then you wouldn't have to travel so far away.
All the jobs are taken in a small town like this. Anyway, I'll have fun in the mines. It'll be a new experience. Well, this is it.
Good luck. We'll all miss you.
Take care of the twins, won't you? And your ma. Take care of her especially.
Ma doesn't need me to look after her.
She will when the twins push her to a limit. Anyway, you've got to go. Be good, Lauren. Use your magic sense to keep everyone safe.
That's not how it works.
Oh, Miss, wait. You forgot your umbrella.
Thank you. I would have hated to be caught in the rain without it.
Really? There isn't much chance of that today, is there?
I wouldn't be so sure. I'd say a storm's on the way.
Would you now? I'm Walter Cubitt. My father runs the local newspaper.
Lauren Wainwright. Thank you again. This rain will be good for the crops.
Your friend Master Henry will be pleased.
Henry is pleased no matter what the weather. Have you heard from him? I haven't seen him for at least a fortnight. He barely leaves his farm, so much work to do.
I haven't heard anything from Henry. Johnny, dear, do come here a moment. I need to check the length. Just a little bit more.
Can you read us a story tonight, please, Lauren?
I'm not sure. It's getting late.
Oh, please, Lauren, please.
We'll be scared of the storm if you don't.
All right, then. Once there was a beautiful young girl whose father died, leaving her in the care of her stepmother and two hideous stepsisters. The stepmother put the girl to work, and she had no choice but to obey. The girl's face would be dirtied by the cinders from the fireplace. So, her stepsisters gave her the name Cinderella. I wonder who that is. You got your boots on?
Yes.
All right, now you be safe. The river's probably high after the storm. I'll be down in a bit. But
Good morning, Miss Wainwright.
Henry, it's so good to see you. Come inside.
I'm just passing by, I'm afraid. Things are pretty busy on the farm. How's your mother?
She's well.
And your father?
Left for the mines yesterday.
Unfortunate. And the twins?
Well, they're...
We've missed you. Just last night we were talking about you.
Is that so? Lauren, what's wrong?
the twins.
Yes, that's right. How are they?
They're...
Lauren! Lauren, wait!
Amanda! Johnny! Johnny! Amanda!
It's not safe.
For the twins!
Come on!
Amanda! My baby girl!
I'll head downstream. There's a bridge to Jefferson's farm. If he's gone under, I'll get him, okay? Take Amanda to the hospital.
Mom, we gotta go to the village. What did he say?
She can't move. Her arms work, but her legs don't.
That's okay. We can get her a special chair. The one with wheels.
We don't have the money.
We'll get the money. Father's got a new job and I can...
What about the debts? They'll take the house.
We'll figure it out. I promise.
Lauren. I caught him going under the bridge. He had already drowned. I'm so sorry. Did Amanda say what happened?
They were playing by the water and her hat blew in, and they jumped after it.
How'd you know?
What?
You knew something was wrong when I asked about the twins. Then you ran off to the water. How'd you know?
Do you remember when we were little and you'd try to steal jam buns from your mother's kitchen?
I did that more than once.
Yes, but one time we were about to, and suddenly I decided we shouldn't because we were definitely going to get caught. Then 2 minutes later your mother walked in.
What are you saying? You can see into the future.
No. Just that I can sense things. Sometimes it's not always the future. It's people's feelings. Or I can tell if something's good or bad.
If I hadn't known you all my life, I would have thought you were crazy. I'm sorry.
Where's Amanda? Still asleep. What's that? A letter from the debt collectors. What does it say? We have 2 weeks. 2 weeks until what? You lose the house.
No, Ma, look, it'll be okay. Father's got his work.
It's not enough.
Well, then I'll get a job. The school might need a teaching assistant.
It won't do. You'll earn nothing but pennies. There's only one thing we can do to fix this.
What's that?
You have to get married.
But I'm too young.
You're 20, Lauren. Plenty of girls are married at that age.
Would I have to live with somebody else? I'm not leaving you and Amanda, not now.
I'm sure a compromise can be arranged. We don't have a choice, Lauren. We'll find you a nice young gentleman who can bring some balance back to our lives.
I need to pick up the groceries.
Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning.
Now, good morning. What can I do for you? We've got these lovely red apples, picked fresh just this morning, in fact.
Well, I'll take 3. Need a hand?
It's good to see you. How is everything?
All right. But Ma wants to marry me off.
Does she now?
I can't believe it. It's all happening too fast.
I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yes, you're right. I just have to keep my head. Well, I better get these home. Take care.
You too.
Lauren, you're back.
That was quick.
What was?
Nothing.
Come, dear. You must meet Mr. Walter Cubitt. His father runs the county newspaper.
Yes, we've met.
You've met? Lauren, you've never met a man before, let alone a gentleman like Walter here.
I have so. What about Henry?
Henry Larkin doesn't count. You used to take baths together.
I would love to get to know you better, Miss Wainwright.
Please call me Lauren.
Of course. So, Lauren, how do you like to spend your time?
Well, I like to read and occasionally write. I'm quite fond of quilting also.
And you enjoy cooking and cleaning as well, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, that's all in order then. So, say, Lauren, how would you like to accompany me to the town dance tomorrow night?
That would... be fine. Thank you.
Wonderful. I'll see you then.
I do hope he's not the only contender.
Oh, he's perfect, Lauren. He's polite and charming, and his father owns the newspaper. A respectable profession and not one for a beggar.
I just don't like the air around him. It's so tense.
What are you on about?
I can sense it. You know I can't explain it.
Don't be ridiculous, Lauren.
Are you trying to say that it's not real? Ma, if it weren't for my sense, I might have never known about the twins, and then Amanda could have been washed right away, too.
Oh? And where was your special sense before they fell into the river? Where was it before little Johnny drowned? It's not so helpful, is it?
I'm sorry, Ma.
Do you have a dress you can wear for the dance tomorrow?
Yes.
That won't do. It's 3 sizes too small.
That's fine.
Take it to the tailor.
Ma, we can't afford it.
I've got some money stored away to bring out for your wedding dress. This is close enough.
Good morning, how can I help you?
I have a dress that needs repairs. It's a little small.
It's not for the dance tonight, is it?
Yes.
Sorry, dear. I have more work than I can handle. I can't promise anything ready for tonight.
That's okay. Thank you anyway.
Which lovely gentleman is taking you tonight?
Walter Cubitt.
Oh my, you're Lauren Wainwright, aren't you? I was so sorry to hear about what happened with your brother and sister. Everyone in the town was deeply affected by it. Look, I don't have time to mend another dress, but my new assistant could have a go. She's not particularly focused, but she could fix you up well enough for tonight.
Oh, really?
Well, yes, if you don't mind.
That's fine. Anything's fine. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a seat. She's out the back. I'll call her in. Crystal!
You must be Lauren. Oh, Crystal. It's nice to meet you. Did you want to come out the back? I've got a few things set up there. Donna said you were new here.
Yes.
I just moved to town. I lived with my parents before. Why'd you leave? Can you keep a secret? I think so. I ran away. Truly. They wanted me to go to etiquette school, learn to behave like a proper woman. And you didn't fancy that? Not one bit. I can have this done by tonight. Might have a different colour on the back, but no one should notice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Did you want to pick it up later at 4 o'clock, say? Right, yes, of course. I'll leave it with Donna at the front.
You didn't finish Cinderella last night.
I'll be out tonight, so I can't.
Tell it from your memory.
Okay. Where do we get up to?
The fairy godmother.
All right. The fairy godmother. The fairy godmother conjured up a beautiful dress for Cinderella so she could go to the ball. It had sequins and bright colours, and it fit her perfectly.
So I'm thinking like front and centre on the front page. What do you reckon?
Let me talk to my father and see what he says.
Thanks.
Glad you can make it.
There's a lot of people here.
It's only half the fun. Here, let me introduce you to some of my friends. Lauren,
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying the next dance has started. You will join me, won't you? Head up, Lauren. Back straight. You have an aptitude for dancing. Nice and light on the toes.
You could be an instructor.
Don't talk nonsense.
You're confident? You're natural.
You flatter me, but no, my duty is with my father's newspaper. Frivolous activities such as dancing is only for special occasions.
So lovely to see such a turnout. So many couples. Why don't we give the lads a break and let the ladies have a dance?
Dress holding up?
Yes, thank you.
I think the seams come loose. Oh.
Do you play piano?
Used to. Hated it. My mum made me take lessons every Sunday. Why you ask?
Something about the hands, the way the fingers curve.
You have nice eyes though.
They're a fairly plain blue, I'd say.
No. They're like the ocean. The ocean under the sunlight, near an undiscovered island. 1,000 miles away from here.
No one's ever said that before. your sister?
Yes. Excuse me for a moment.
Of course.
What are you doing here? Is something wrong?
I feel sick.
Oh, sweetheart, what's the matter? She said she wasn't feeling well, so I thought some fresh air would help.
Is this like the ball in Cinderella?
Yes. Yes, it is.
What happens after Cinderella gets to the ball?
Well, she,
Thank you all for coming this evening. As you know, my father publicised this event in his paper and also sponsored the drink stall. The festivities will be finishing soon, but before they do, I have a very important task that I wish to complete. Lauren Wainwright. I know I don't know you very well, but you struck me with your grace and your suitability ever since I met you. Will you do me the honour of taking my hand in marriage and being my wife?
My head hurts. Can we get medicine?
Shh, darling, not now. Not for a few weeks.
okay. I mean, yes. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just excited. You know, it's not every day you get engaged to the prettiest girl in the room.
Oh, I'm hardly the prettiest, you should see.
Thank you, Walter. I promise you, Lauren will make the finest of wives.
Well, evidently she's been raised by the best.
If you'll excuse me, Walter, my sister's sick, so I have to get home at once.
But Lauren, now is the time that we celebrate.
I'd love to, I really would. But once Amanda's better.
Lauren?
Lauren, is this real? Are you marrying Walter?
I'll talk to you later, Henry. I've got to get home.
Do you even like him?
Walter will have you over for tea on Saturday morning. Henry, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to say goodnight to your daughter. Good night, Lauren.
Good night.
That's fixed. Ready for bed?
I want Lauren to tell more of Cinderella.
Not tonight.
Lauren, get inside. What are you doing? What were you thinking? You'll catch a cold.
I just wanted to feel the rain. And can't you smell it? Honeysuckle, palm trees, and the fallen leaves pressed into riverbanks.
Go to bed, Lauren.
I just wanted to feel it.
This is the one I took at the races last year. The lighting is nice, but I can still smell the horses whenever I think of it.
Thank you, Mrs. Cubitt.
I must say you've better manners than the last girl Walter brought home to tea.
I beg your pardon?
Opal Featherstone. Her father used to run the paper too. I've invited her for tea once or twice as a courtesy.
I see.
Nothing to fear, Lauren. Opal and I were never engaged, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, not at all. The thought never crossed my mind.
Oh.
Say, Walter, did you help with this newspaper?
I'm so glad you asked. That is this morning's edition, and I've written all about the town dance. It's on the second page, here. Have a read, go on.
It's highly detailed. Dorothy Hopkins ought to have been a little lighter on her feet, whereas Sophie Jackson proved a phenomenal waltzer with no prowess in the livelier dances. Are you sure these women wanted to be subjected to public critique?
It's all for the sake of creating an image of the event. At least they'll be able to learn how to improve this way.
Can I keep this page? It's so well written, that's all.
Please do.
Well, thank you for tea. Oh, is this yours?
No. Oh, goodness gracious, don't touch it. It's probably dirty.
Someone's lost it. A child, a boy, I think.
And how could you know that?
I sense it. It means a lot to the boy. It blew away and he's looking for it somewhere out there.
Don't talk nonsense, woman. It's just an old scrap that someone's tossed away.
How did it go with Walter?
Good. Fine. His mother seemed nice.
So proud of you, Lauren. Your father will send the payment through next Friday. With that money plus the gift from Walter's family that they've promised at the wedding, we'll be able to cover everything. Amanda's wheelchair, the house, the doctor's fees. Everything's going to be okay.
I was thinking of taking a walk. Do you want anything from the markets?
I don't think so. Let me check the kitchen.
I wasn't sure if I'd see you again.
Can I talk to you?
This is where I come when I need to think. Sometimes it helps to look at everything from the outside, all at once.
It's a nice view.
Why did you want to see me?
I need some advice. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life, and you seem to be someone who does.
You may have made a mistake.
Have I?
I know just as much about my life as you do about yours. Just look at me. Fleeing the familiar, drifting directionless in a strange place far away from home.
But at least you're going somewhere. I'm scared that I'm going to be trapped here forever. I have to marry Walter to save my family, but I don't want to get married.
Why not?
It doesn't feel right at this moment. Walter doesn't feel right. I know he's very clever and he cares for me, but I don't feel anything for him.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. Oh, wait. Ma's wondering where I am. I have to go, but visit me tomorrow.
think Henry wishes to speak with him.
Pardon? Henry Larkin?
Yes, he wants to talk.
If someone wanted to speak to you, Lauren, they would say it to your face.
Oh, no, I can sense it. He wants to...
Sensing again, are we?
Who is that?
My word! It's Opal. Opal Featherstone. Lauren, what are you doing? It's not safe. You could fall.
Help me! Someone! Save me!
Sorry.
Take my hand. I'm going to die! You'll be okay. Take my hand.
Lauren, get off there.
With the basket there, she'll miss it by 3 inches. Shift it forward.
My goodness. Are you?
I'm fine. Is she...
She's fine. I wanted to say...
Lauren! You gave me such a fright jumping up there with poor Opal. I cannot imagine what kind of madness drove you to take such action.
I was trying to save her life. There was no madness involved, Walter.
No need to react in such a way.
You seem so determined to treat me as if I'm some kind of senseless, unhinged thing that acts in the strangest ways. Well, if I am so ridiculous in your eyes, Walter Cubitt, then I cannot fathom why you would want to marry me. Walter, I've just had the most terrible experience.
Yes, I saw.
Oh, you did? Then you would imagine the state I'm in right now. I feel so faint I might just... What happened? Oh, Walter!
Yes, I'm here.
Oh.
I'll go get you some water.
Sorry, ma'am. I dropped my handkerchief and it keeps going away.
How strange.
What is?
Oh, nothing. It's just something Lauren said, that's all.
Tell me, who is this Lauren everyone keeps blabbering on about?
That would be my fiancée.
Oh.
Speaking of Lauren...
She left.
Oh, I see.
She seemed upset.
Yes. Nerves, I expect. I must admit, I'm also exceedingly nervous. A marriage is no easy thing to walk into.
I wouldn't be surprised if she walked right out of it now.
Why do you say that?
Look on her face.
Mr. Larkin, am I right in believing that you know Lauren well?
Yeah, we grew up together.
What do you suppose I should do?
I suggest an apology.
Right. Yes, quite right.
Open.
That one.
You're magic.
Or just lucky. Let's try again.
Open.
That one.
You were peeking.
I wasn't, I swear.
Again. Open.
I don't know. That one. Looks like my luck has run out.
Tricked you.
Crystal! Crystal, this is my sister Amanda. Amanda, this is Crystal.
Pleased to meet you, man.
Are you happy to go and do your homework now?
But I don't want to do homework.
Come on, I'll set you up in your room. Can I get you anything? I'm not sure if we have any tea left, but
I'm fine. Thank you. I brought you these to look at.
did you draw these?
Yes. I want to be a designer one day.
They're magnificent.
Pick one. I'll make it for your wedding.
What? Crystal, you don't have to.
No, I want to.
I can't marry Walter.
It doesn't have to be a wedding dress then.
I don't know what to do.
What feels right?
Truly?
Truly.
You. I can feel your heartbeat even though it's not mine.
It is though. What do you feel now?
Like I'm standing in the rain.
Lauren, it's come to my attention that I may have said some things that were not overly kind. Lauren, even I know that I have my shortcomings, but I think that what I said, it was deeply regrettable. But I hope that
Mom, this is Crystal. She's designing my wedding dress. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Where's Amanda?
Doing her homework.
Glad to see you're finally getting excited about the wedding.
How do you know what other people are thinking?
What?
The other day when we were here, you said your mom was wondering where you were.
Sometimes I just sense things. It sounds ridiculous, I know.
It doesn't.
It's a part of you. A gift.
Morning, Lauren. Are you all right?
Yes.
There's a flower in your hair.
Oh, I fell off my bike, but I'm alright. No damage done.
Good morning, second class.
Good morning, Miss Mum.
We are very lucky to have Miss Wainwright here today to help us with our reading.
Good morning, Miss Wainwright.
That's my sister. Suppose we'll be calling you Mrs. Cubit soon. But then you wouldn't be working here, would you? Can we all please thank Miss Wainwright for helping us today?
Thank you, Miss Wainwright.
I'll see you all next week.
Yes!
Mummy, come look at my artwork.
Show me later, darling. Lauren, can you set her up in a room, please?
But I don't want to.
And get her some hot cocoa.
Oh, yes.
What's wrong, Mum? The debt collector's here.
As I was saying, Mrs. Wainwright, you're already one payment behind. If you can't produce the money by next Wednesday, then I'm afraid we'll have no choice but to seize your property.
Well, Rupert will be sending his earnings in his usual letter on Friday, and that should cover the majority of the costs.
Mum, I don't think we have any code for that.
And Lauren's about to get married to no less than Walter Cubit.
Oh, the newspaperman's son.
Precisely. The Cubit family has promised to assist us with our finances if necessary.
Well, they are good folk. My congratulations to you, Miss Wainwright.
Thank you.
I expect all will be in order by next Wednesday. Thank you for the tea.
Have you seen a peacock before?
What's that?
Big blue bird. Its tail looks like this.
In a storybook?
No, they're real. My parents kept some in their garden.
How big are they?
No. I'm not joking. Their tails splay out like this. Kind of like a huge colourful crown on their backsides. I reckon I'd be a peacock if I were an animal. What about you?
A unicorn, maybe.
I'm being serious. Peacocks are real. So, Are you going to the game tomorrow?
Some bread today. You have a nice day.
Who's winning?
You've only been playing for 5 minutes.
Yes, and who's winning?
Well, not your friend Henry Larkin.
Adrian!
In 5 minutes, he managed to kick straight to the opposite team 3 times.
Go, Henry! You can do it! Go, Henry, go!
Lauren. Excuse me, sir. Could I offer you some bread?
Oh, no, thank you.
No worries. You have a good day now.
Thank you.
I should go.
Walter!
Oh, Lauren, I didn't know whether or not you'd be here or not.
Well, here I am. Are you taking photos for the game?
Yes. Can't get any decent photos with all this running around, though. I do wish they'd stand still for a moment.
I don't think they're allowed to stand still. But here's an idea. My friend Henry is one of the players. I'm sure he'd pose for you after the game. Is something wrong?
Oh, no.
I'm sorry if I overreacted the other day when Opal, you know.
Oh, no. Perhaps I was a bit too critical. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go and buy yourself something to eat, and I'll get us a place with a better view of the game.
Okay, I'll find you.
Half time, boys. Take a break. Where's Lauren?
She went with Walter.
Right. You're her friend, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Crystal.
Listen, does Lauren ever, talk about me?
She has. You two grew up together, didn't you?
We did.
You feature in a lot of her childhood stories.
How about now?
She says you're busy with your farm.
Oh,
Is that your coach?
I've got to go.
Did you take any photographs?
1 or 2. Oh, goodness, these dancers have no sense of fluidity. Has no one taught them the sacred art of synchronicity?
How do you understand dancing, sir?
Oh, my mother enforced me to take lessons when I was a child. It was only a hobby. They're supposed to go left. They can't do the footwork if they haven't got the brain work.
Maybe you should get out there and show them yourself.
You know I can't do that. I know you step right, in time with the music. 6, 7, 8.
Walter! Cherubhead!
Opal.
It's busy today, isn't it, Walter? But I knew you'd be here to take photos. Who are you?
I'm Lauren.
Oh.
We met the other day, remember?
Oh, yes. No.
You fell.
Are you well, Walter?
Quite well, thank you.
Lauren, I don't know how you have the courage to walk through town in front of so many people while looking like that. So few women would risk looking like a tramp in the name of modesty.
Well, Miss Featherstone, you
truly look eccentric while standing next to Walter here.
Opal, that's enough.
Enough? Enough of what?
Lauren has been through enough without you patronising her.
No! You're the Wainwright girl, aren't you? Not a penny to her name, a cripple for her sister. Oh, it makes us all so sad. If only a generous, wealthy man could take pity on your plight and rescue you from destitution. And you would be that man, wouldn't you, Walter? So full of heart and virtue.
You flatter me, Opal.
If it's all right, Walter, I'd like to watch the game.
Could you take a photo of me, Walter, for the paper? You know, it's always been my dream.
I suppose so.
Oh.
Walter's right there.
Walter couldn't see further than his nose if it was the size of a button.
It just feels a little wrong.
I thought you weren't going to marry him.
I said I can't. But what if I have to?
Lauren? Do you find this place a bit too, noisy?
Not really.
Maybe we should go for a walk, find somewhere a bit more peaceful.
Sure.
Lauren, I've had a number of thoughts since we last saw each other.
Oh?
Well, no doubt you are a fine young woman. I have come to the conclusion that we can no longer be wed.
I beg your pardon.
We're not a good match, Lauren.
Is this because of what Opal said? Because you know she was talking nonsense.
No, I've decided this for myself. The engagement is over. Good day, Miss Wainwright.
I just don't understand it. Everything was going as planned. Did you say something to him, Lauren? Were you impolite or too bold?
I don't think so. Ma, you know I would never do anything to let this happen.
Wouldn't you? You've never been committed to this plan. You fought it. That's what must have happened. Walter must have thought that you weren't interested. And now we're all ruined.
Ma, I promise I'll fix this. I promise.
Lauren, what's brought you here?
I was looking for Crystal.
Well, she's busy mending some pantaloons right now. Not the best time for a social call, I'm afraid.
I mean, I have to check with her about my wedding dress, so it's not a social call.
My darling girl, you're not honestly entrusting Crystal with a wedding dress, are you? The girl can barely sew a button on, let alone design a sensible bridal gown. Unless you want to walk down the aisle wearing something modelled on an exotic bird.
Well, I'll discuss it with her. I'm not marrying Walter. It's over.
Lauren, you didn't have to.
It wasn't my choice.
But why then?
I don't know.
Does he know? About us?
No, he couldn't.
What are you going to do then?
Fix it. For Amanda.
How?
Well, I've got my job at the school and Father's payment's due on Friday. I can skip a meal or two if that's what it takes to keep Ma and Amanda fed.
If that's what it takes, then I'll bring you something. I barely scrape 3 meals a day, but I won't let you starve.
Thank you. Are we okay?
What do you mean?
At the game, you're upset.
Do you really feel wrong when you're with me?
No. No. As long as we're not tricking anyone.
We're only tricking the whole damn town.
Henry!
Lauren, I've heard the most awful news.
What is it?
Mr. Morganson is planning to cut down the old tree by the southern track.
You mean the one we used to climb on weekends?
The very same.
But half our childhood memories are held in that tree.
Never to be lived again. Unless we return for a final rendezvous.
When did we stop coming here? Did we just realize we were too grown up one day?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
We're about 13. Scraped your knee on a twig. Got blood on your Sunday dress. Mr. Wainwright wasn't very happy about that.
I remember now. There was to be no more tree climbing on my part. Well, Father is many miles away now.
How about Mr. Cubit?
Oh, well, you see, Walter ended our engagement.
He did?
Yes, and even though it doesn't bode well for my financial state, I admit I'm somewhat relieved.
You are?
Walter was not the best match for me. He didn't...
Understand you?
Exactly.
He didn't really listen? He treated you more like an object, not a person, not a friend. Well, you're quite the little spinster now, aren't you?
It looks like it.
Marry me, Lauren.
What?
Marry me. I know I don't have much to offer, but my farm produces a good enough income, and...
Well, Henry,
And I truly care about you.
I didn't know.
Well, I guess you can't sense everything.
Guess not.
I can make everything perfect for you, Lauren. Your family can come live on the farm, if you need, and when the spring comes, I can collect the most beautiful flowers for you and Amanda. And you can just rest in the sunshine and never have to worry about anything ever again. We can bake biscuits in the evenings, go to the markets on the weekend, and we can run across the fields like we used to when we were kids. And we can watch the stars come out and listen to the rain.
Henry, I can't. I don't think I can explain why, but I can't marry you, Henry.
I love you, Lauren.
And Henry, I love you. The way I've always loved you since we were little. But it's not the same.
You're making a mistake. This is your chance to fix everything.
Not everything. Not me. I'm sorry, Henry.
Morning, how can I... Hello?
You found all this? Yes. I sensed it, Ma.
I don't suppose you could sense some more. Lauren, wake up. Lauren.
What's wrong?
A letter arrived from your father and he can't send the money. Why? Is father okay?
He's all right. But there's been a blockage at the mines and all the payments have been delayed.
But the debt collector's coming on Wednesday.
Yes. Don't worry Amanda with it.
That's it. I failed everyone. There must be something I can do, Crystal.
We could run away together.
Impossible. I'm not going to leave my family after they've lost everything. There's got to be something I could do.
I don't know. Ugh. Tea spilled on my sandwich. Completely inedible.
Here, have mine.
Thanks. You don't have anything else, do you?
I'm not hungry.
I can help you, Lauren.
How?
Do you remember what I said about my parents? They have a mansion in the countryside. Probably more acres than this town has combined. And on top of that, they've got a nice little fortune saved up. It's meant to be for me too until they cut me off. That was the deal. I go to the young ladies' etiquette school or say farewell to every penny.
All that because you wouldn't go to some fancy school.
Right. Well, the reason they were going to send me was because of rumours, you see. The idea of me secretly fooling around with other girls was too much for Mum and Dad to bear. So discipline in the form of etiquette school was the only solution. So I left. But I could go back.
Crystal, no.
I could go and become a proper lady, make Mummy and Daddy oh so happy, and start receiving my pocket money again. Which I'd send to you.
No, I won't let you do that. It's not,
exactly what you would do if our positions were the other way around.
It's not worth it. Why would you put yourself through that?
Because I love you.
Well, I love you too.
There you go. Lauren, can I have a word outside with you for a moment?
Of course.
Well, if it isn't our only daughter.
I was wondering when you'd be coming back.
I wasn't going to come back.
Well, clearly you were, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
How's your embroidery going, Mother?
Perfectly fine, thank you, Crystal.
I'm ready to go to the ladies' etiquette school.
Oh, hurrah. You may be ready for them, dear girl, but I do not think that they're ready for you.
What do you mean?
You won't be assisting the class today, Miss Wainwright.
Is something wrong?
Something is very wrong, but I dare not speak of it. All I can say is you will not be returning to teach at this school.
You mean not ever?
Not ever.
I don't understand. The kids like me, don't they?
That is irrelevant.
And what about my salary?
A thing of the past, Miss Wainwright. Now, if you don't mind, I have a class to teach.
And I suppose you want us to reinitiate your monthly payments from the family account.
That was the deal.
There is no deal. Not anymore, Crystal.
Why not?
You are a disgrace to the family name. To be quite honest, I don't think even an etiquette school could cure you of your unseemly ways.
Not this again.
Not this again?
You know, that's exactly what I thought when I picked up the country news this morning.
What are you talking about?
This.
Lauren.
Is Crystal back yet? No, she is not. And she's not supposed to be out in the first place, and you are not supposed to be here.
Now, if you could kindly leave. Lauren! I'm so sorry. My parents refused, and it's all because of...
Enough of that! Now you get back to work. You've missed a whole morning's tasks. And you? Get out of here!
I'm so sorry.
Henry. Yes. I will marry you. What's wrong? I thought this was what you wanted.
But it's not what you want.
Well, I do now.
So I can fix your situation. You wouldn't be marrying me for love. It'd be like marrying Walter.
You know that's not true. You're my friend. Henry, please. If you don't help me, Ma and Amanda will lose the house. We'll have nothing.
You know, I was wrong. I thought I understood you in a way Walter didn't. But I don't understand you at all.
Oh, please, I'll do anything.
Don't touch me. Don't come near me.
Why are you being like this?
Don't you know why?
No.
Over there.
How? Henry,
You know there's something very wrong with all this. Very wrong.
I don't understand how. Walter.
At least he revealed the truth.
No, that won't do. Too crunchy.
Try this one.
Too floury.
Why did you do it? Was there a reason or was it just plain spite?
Ah, Lauren. Sorry I can't chat right now. I'm needed at the office.
Don't act like I'm not worth your time. I get that you're upset with me, Walter. I couldn't be what you wanted. I lied to you and I'm sorry. But you didn't have to do this.
Lauren, our personal history had little to do with it. It was merely a business move. Now that I've proven my material is worthy of the front page, I can have high standing with the newspaper.
That's all it is to you? A story to excite the masses? A photo to make people gawk? A phenomenon seized up and bottled and smeared onto paper
to sell copies. I'll lose everything. And it's not just me that'll have to pay for it. My parents and Amanda and Crystal, you have no right to destroy our futures.
You do not deserve anything. What you do, it's unnatural, it's nasty.
You say this now, but you wouldn't have a week ago. I'm still the woman who says good morning to you, and who buys apples from you, who teaches children with you, who sews buttons for you. Nothing has changed.
But now we know the truth.
Well, if it's the truth, then I am not ashamed of it. Because I spend a lot of time doing what's best for others, but I'm here too. And this is who I am. I love Crystal. And it'll cost me everything I have, but that doesn't matter because I was gonna lose everything anyway. What matters is what I've found. I've found myself, and I am not going to hide it away again.
I'm writing a letter to your father. Is there anything you want to say?
Just that I hope he's well. Ma. I love Crystal. The way you love Father.
I don't understand how you could.
I know. But you don't have to understand how I feel. You only have to understand that this is me.
How do you feel about running away now? It wouldn't be like hiding. It'd be like writing a new story.
I like that idea. You know, it's strange. I could almost sense like everything will be okay. I didn't earlier. Something's different. Maybe we could leave.
Do you trust that sense alone?
I do. What's wrong, darling?
Had a bad dream. It was about the day at the river when Johnny went underwater.
Shh. That's in the past. It'll come back sometimes, but the future's much brighter. Focus on the future. I'm going away.
Where to?
Somewhere else, with Crystal.
When will you be back?
I don't know, but I'm leaving soon, so I have to say goodbye.
But you never finished telling Cinderella.
Oh. Well, I'll do it now. Where were we up to?
She got to the ball in her beautiful dress.
That is right. Well, Cinderella walked in and she was amazed at what she saw. There were lights, every colour of the rainbow, and there was a huge feast for everyone to share. But what she found most wonderful was the princess of the castle, who smiled at her when she walked in. "Would you like to dance?" asked the princess. Cinderella nodded. And although she was a bit shy, as they began to dance, Cinderella realised she was the happiest she'd ever been. And she finally felt free.
Do you think they'll ever change? Change? How? I mean, do you think they'll ever accept us or people like us?
Oh, they'll come around. Give them 10 years or so.
Why aren't you speaking, Mummy?
I'm just worried. Someone's coming to visit today.
The debt collector?
How do you know about that?
My legs are broken, not my ears.
Right. Yes. Well, the debt collector's coming today.
Does he normally post a letter first?
I beg your pardon?
A letter, like that one.
Dear Lauren, I've reflected on everything that happened and have come to the conclusion that the way I acted towards you was grossly unfair. I realise my actions have hurt you, and I am deeply sorry. One thing from your little speech stuck with me. What you said about finding yourself, about not hiding. Well, I now understand that too. When I announced I would leave my newspaper job to become a dance instructor, Father wasn't very pleased. But I felt I had found my true calling. Perhaps, unsurprisingly, Opal enrolled as my first student. More surprising was when your friend, Henry Larkin, showed up to the class. It turned out he wasn't there for a lesson, though. He was helping old Mr. Morganson sell firewood from that big tree they chopped down near the southern track. Anyway, as I have both wronged you and been enlightened by your words, I felt somewhat indebted to you. Therefore, I have paid off all your family's debts. You owe me nothing. I just hope that you can find some peace now. Yours sincerely, Walter Cupid.
Wait a moment. I'll be right back. Where are you?
No way.
You know I like dreaming, I'm often in outer space, reaching for starlight and falling to earth. But really I'm gleaning the words written on your face, trying to figure how much this is worth. And I reach for a world where our joy's not a fight. And I chase away shadows so I see your light. We're held back by fear, but all is here. When I have you with me, all my worries will disappear.